What's going on, people? Welcome back. OnlyFacts Sports. You already know what it is. Tried to watch the Jaya Pattaya fight, and Jaya Pattaya, bro, he's no longer a big name to me, blood. I swear down. I've been looking for the stream for his fight for an hour and a half. No banter. It's quarter past 12. Arsenal kick off in 15 minutes, and I've been looking for Jaya Pattaya's fight for since about quarter past 10. So for about 2 hours, I found one person on Twitter doing a live stream, and I couldn't find the fight anywhere. And I didn't realize he's no longer with Eddie Hearn. He's now with Matchroom. He's no longer with Matchroom, I don't think. So I couldn't find the fight. It was exclusively streamed on Stan Sports in Australia, and there was no global um, partnership for it. No global partnership for it whatsoever. So, you know, we've criticized Matchroom, and Ed and Shane's criticized Matchroom a lot in terms of the way they've moved him. But this is really poor. I've literally spent like 2 hours. I got up early to do this stream, and like I said, nobody was covering it, bro. Which is just dead. It's just a complete waste of man's time, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. We're here for Arsenal now. We're here for Arsenal. Arsenal have a a bit of a changed team, you could say. David Raya starting in goal, Calafiori and Hincapié, centre back, left back, Jurian Timber, Ben White, Mosquera out injured, and Saliba not back yet. And I think Mosquera being out injured for 8 weeks is bad, but the fact that Saliba's not back yet is a real. I don't want to say it's a real worry, but it's very, very frustrating. We really felt like it was just a little niggle we were told by Arsenal. He would be back within days, not weeks. So that's a little bit annoying. Midfield, really, really good midfield though. Rice, Zubimendi, Erdegaard, although Eze is starting on the left. So Eze starting on the left means that we're not going to have a lot of natural midfield replacements. Gabriel Martinelli's on the bench, Leandro Trossard on the bench, Madueke on the bench, and Wanyeri on the bench. Then we've got Saka on the right, Eze on the left, and Marino up top. As for the Villa, Martinez in goal, Matty Cash, Conser, Pau Torres, Ian Martson, Camara, Onana, John McGinn out wide, Ollie Watkins, striker, Morgan Rogers, and Yuri Tillemans. So really solid midfield. They'll play quite narrow because Tillemans is a 10. He doesn't cover too much ground, but obviously Morgan Rogers and John McGinn, both kind of centre mids that are playing out wide, similar to Eze. Neither of them really natural wingers that want to hug the touchline and kind of run in behind. Do you know what I'm saying? What happened to Opataya? Bro, I said I got up here. I've been looking for this stream. He's no longer a big name to me in boxing, bro. He's no longer a big name to me in boxing because his fight was on Stan Sports exclusively in Australia with no global partnership, bro. He's meant to be a DAZN fighter. He's fighting a world championship fight, and no one could find it. I went on Twitter, and everyone was saying, "Has anyone got a link? Has anyone got a link?" No one could find it. I can. I don't know if any of you lot could find it. A couple of people I saw on Twitter said that they had to VPN to watch the fight. But yeah, I just couldn't find the stream. I've literally been looking for the stream. Shane's in Mexico sending me different links, and we tried to do what we could, but I literally spent 2 hours trying to find the stream for Jaya Pattaya's fight and just couldn't find it. Yeah, bro, I don't even know. I'm so curious. Like, Shane messaged me saying he's not with Eddie Hearn anymore, but he's still on the website and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's on a website called Stan Sport, which I believe is an exclusively Australian website. So it's not really. Yeah, Stan Sport is an Australia only streaming service. What kind of world champion fights with no global partner? I think that's ridiculous. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm pissed because I've woken up early and spent 2 hours trying to find the fight. So obviously, at this moment in time, I'm very pissed off. So you can tell me if you think I'm being irrational, but what kind of world title fight happens on a Australia only streaming service. It's just ridiculous to me. So that was just a massive waste of my time, and that's annoying because obviously, like I said, I got up early, but we would have, that side of the world, because they normally have quite a strong following, but that was piss poor. In terms of today, though, in terms of this stream, sorry, obviously Arsenal going up against Aston Villa. Aston Villa have been on a good run of form, especially at home. I feel like Aston Villa have been very good at home. And Arsenal have to. This is the must-win game. We're going to say this constantly for every game, but pretty much every game, especially through this busy period, is a must-win game. Do you know what I'm saying? Because City are playing City are playing a team in form in Sunderland today at 3 o'clock. So I will watch that. I won't be on stream for it, but you don't really feel like City are going to have any problems. It will be a tough game, but they should win. Aston Villa all through November, apart from they lost to Liverpool on 2-0, and a kind of poor Liverpool side. They beat Tel Aviv, they beat Bournemouth 4-0, they beat Aston Villa, and they beat Leeds away, they beat Young Boys, they beat Wolves 1-0, and they put 4 past Brighton. So they haven't been playing the best opposition. The 4-0 against Bournemouth is a really impressive result. Other than that, Brighton have looked pretty poor recently. But other than that, they've been playing fairly low opposition. They beat Wolves 1-0, like I say, that was at home. Young Boys 2-1, that was at home. Tel Aviv 2-0, that was at home. The 4-0 against Bournemouth was at home as well. And they did beat Man City. But that was a month ago. So, you would hope Arsenal should be able to come through this. You have to win this game. City might lose. I don't think I don't think there's any chance that City loses against Sunderland. I think that Sunderland put up a good fight, but City will have too much for them. They are more consistent and more relentless. I'm not saying they're more consistent than us as a team, but they are more consistent in their attacking. The lineup for Arsenal is a little bit worrying for me. We're in a really, really busy period. December, we all know December for the Premier League is the busiest period. Um, and we've got a lot of injuries in that back line. People are coming back. Saliba should be back in a few days. But Mosquera now out for a couple of months. He's not going to be back until late January, maybe Feb. He's going to miss a lot of games, which is going to put a lot of pressure on Gabriel and Saliba when they're back from injury, which means they're going to have to play a lot of football. Ben White is probably going to have to play more football than Arteta would have kind of expected and wanted him to play. So it's really difficult. If I'm looking at this team as well, I'm trying to think, if we box teams in and they look to hit us on the break, I guess the only good side is you probably say Hincapié and Timber are faster than Saliba and Gabriel. But Timber's not. Timber was a centre back when we bought him, but we've had him for 3 years now. He's very much a right back, one of the best right backs in the league, one of the best right backs in the world. He's really not much of a centre back at this point in his career. Um, it's interesting that we've gone during Timber centre back and we played Ben White at right back and not the other way round. For the attacking side, I was going to say for the attacking side, you'd want Timber. I guess that means that we're going to look to use this Ben White as a more attacking fullback, because I think he does naturally attack more. Jurriën Timber's added that to his game in the last year, but I think Ben White is probably a more naturally attacking right back. Do you know what I'm saying? Stoppage in the 8th round. Thank you, man. And thank you for everyone being here. Like I said, Shane just messaged me saying the same thing. I'll do a reaction to that at some point, but I couldn't. I literally could not see. I couldn't find the fight. I literally could not find. Shane's in Mexico. Shane found it, sent me a link. The link weren't working, and I could not find the fight. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up to the champions of the world and all that. Timber was a very, very good centre back at Ajax. I do hear that, but that was 4 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? That was a long time ago. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like Anthony Yard still talking about his 12 amateur fights. Like, it was a long time ago now. He's very much, since he's been at Arsenal, he's been a right back the whole time. Yes. Did anyone else see that, bro? The World Cup draw. I didn't want to do a live stream for it because I didn't want to do a video on it because I didn't think it would get that much views. But the World Cup draw was the weirdest thing I have ever seen in my life. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in football in my life. The draw was just weird. It took an hour and a half before they actually started doing the draw. A lot of it was about charity and Donald Trump and stuff like that, like just weird. The whole thing was just weird. The whole thing was just so weird. They gave Donald Trump the Peace Award. It's the first. I thought, hold on, I swear I've never heard this, but Google it. It's the first time they've ever given it. Surprise, surprise. Infantino said when he came in to be the president of FIFA, he doesn't want any politics in football, and the first hour and a half is just all politics. Then, of all the football icons you could have in the world, they had American sporting icons coming out to I guess that I guess they had sporting icons of the host nation, but there's three host nations, which is America, Mexico, and Canada, and they had sporting legends from America and one from Canada, Wayne Gretzky. The rest were all American, and they were reading out the names. It was weird. It was weird. They didn't even have American football players. It would have made more sense to have Clint Dempsey or Landon Donovan or even Jurgen Klinsmann or something, like someone connected to football. They didn't have any of that. It was so strange. I mean, they didn't know the teams. Nobody understood the format. Rio had to get Rio. I can't stand, but he actually did a very good job of explaining to people the format and all that kind of stuff. You know, there were certain teams in the Middle East that were drawn against America that couldn't play there, and they didn't say why. They just said, "Oh, you know, there's external factors, so we'll move them on." It was very, very strange. And like Amad Diallo said, they are trying to Americanize the game because they've also said that the halftime show at the World Cup final is going to be huge. That will probably get booed quite a lot because um, yeah, that'll probably get booed quite a lot because I remember when Camila Cabello did a halftime show for the Champions League final, and that got booed heavily. People were not interested in that, and I like that because, like Ahmad said, they're trying to Americanize our game. Not football is the most profitable sport. This is the problem I have with capitalism. We're going into a whole political thing, but football is the problem I have with capitalism is it's endless. There's no goal. It's just more and more and more. It's just more and more consumption till it eats you up. Football is the most profitable sport in the world, and companies are looking to make more. Companies are sitting down in boardrooms and saying, "How do we make more profit from this?" You know, football doesn't need more profit. Everybody makes a lot of money. Coaches make more money than ever. Referees are multimillionaires. Do you know what I mean? Referees today make more money than what, like, you know, some of the legendary players would have made back in their playing days. So I didn't realize everyone hates Rio. Why do you man hate Rio? Because I hate Rio for a lot of reasons. Do you know what I mean? I can't stand this guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything from cheating on his wife while she was dying to just the way he carries himself to his arrogance to when he said that Man United could take Arteta if they wanted to, even when Man United were like 15th and Arsenal in the title race. Just all types of stuff. I can't stand this brother. He said that he's from moving to Dubai to avoid paying taxes and somehow still being the advocate for English football, even though you don't even live in England because you don't want to pay tax here. I can't. That guy is just a massive hypocrite. But I didn't realize. Normally people like him, and normally I'm in the minority. So the fact that you man also don't like him is kind of wavy. Still, I'm not gonna lie. Um, we need more cancel content. Big up. Yes, the OnlyFacts extra video did very, very well. Because it's a small channel, we said, listen, anything, if it does 200 views or anything, I'm happy with that. So when I see it now on like nearly 500 views, I was like, yo, that's actually banging. So thank you guys for checking into that. We will be doing a lot more of that type of content as well. I know Shane's very passionate about it. All we need from you guys is just keep suggesting topics and conversations, and we will keep putting out the videos. We're nearing kickoff. Wayne Gretzky was there as well. Wayne Gretzky was the last guy doing pot four, and this motherfucker could not read. He couldn't read the names. Do you know what I mean? It was so funny that like he couldn't read the names, and I just felt like you're probably getting paid a big piece of food to turn up somewhere and just read like 16 names. How hard is it to just do the research of how do I pronounce these names? Do you know what I'm saying? If I knew I was going to get paid to go and do like Ballon d'Or announcements or something like that, and there was bare names from all over the world, Middle Eastern names, African names, whatever, I would obviously go and prepare and double check how to pronounce those names. But it is what it is. It is what it is. OnlyFacts Extra got to be the best YouTube channel right now. Jeez, that's big. That's big love. Appreciate that. We're coming towards kickoff. Like I say, It is annoying. I wanted to be live for Jaya Pattaya, but like I said, couldn't find the fight anywhere. And I normally try to find the fight first because I don't like just fucking sitting on live and you man watching me faff about trying to find the stream. I hate doing that. It really, really bugs me. I don't know why it bugs me as much as it does, but it does. Off we go. Arsenal should have enough. And I wonder how confident Arsenal will be going into this game because we've been on a good run of form, but we've not really been slapping teams the way that we would want to be slapping teams. So I'm saying we beat Brentford 2-0. There were times in that game we looked very comfortable in that 2-0 win, but it wasn't like the Spurs 4-1. Do you know what I mean? Or even the Bayern 3-1. Do you know what I mean? Like that November period was very good. Once we got the 1-1, the 1-1 against Chelsea, really, we've been on a good run. It's just the 1-1 against Chelsea looks a bit ugly. Do you know what I mean? Especially because it was 10 men. Even the 2-2 with Sunderland doesn't look too bad, but I wonder how much confidence we're going to have. Obviously, AT's here, so he feels like he needs a Villa win. I need a Sunderland win. That's what I need. Do you know what I'm saying? I know what I need, and that is a Sunderland win. I would stay live for that game, but what I was going to do is get up early at like 9, stream from like 10:30 till midday for Jarpataya, then stream this game. That's going to take us up to 3. But then I'm streaming at about 8. So the only time I have free is from 3 o'clock till like 8-ish, because then I'm going live for rants. It's the only time I've got to go gym or get out of the house, get some fresh air, anything like that for the day. So I would like to stream that Sunderland Man City game, but it means that I'll just have no time. I'll literally have like 2 hours and then I'll be back on stream for rants. And then again, we're live for Lamont Roach as well. Stephen Fulton's fighting for a world title tonight, but he actually missed weight, so he will not be eligible to win the title, even if he wins the fight, which he might not win the fight anyway. To be honest with you, work rate is up there. Well, I tried, bro. I fucked. I fell at the first hurdle, blood. You know, like that. I'm moving like Caicedo, blood. Hella work rate, and there's just red cards, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's just moving ridiculous. But yeah, Villa being very, very aggressive. I do feel like Sunderland and their aggressive press have probably, or people feel that Sunderland have set something of a blueprint in how to play against Arsenal. Chelsea then went and tried to play that same blueprint as well. And Aston Villa, I feel like you can go and press Arsenal aggressively if you have some level of technicians as well. Do you know what I'm saying? When teams like Brentford or other teams tried to press us, it didn't go well for them. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we have the tech to just bop the ball around. But this Aston Villa is technical. Do you know what I mean? They have especially in midfield, they've got a very, very good. In fact, they're probably more technical than, I don't know, they're more technical than athletic. Maybe not more. I mean, Martinez just killing the clock and waiting for Marino to press him. Marino needs a break at some point as well. He tends to play full 90s for us quite a lot. And I don't know if you lot saw recently on Instagram, there was some Thomas Tuchel when he was at Dortmund used to play Marino at centre back. So he played centre back before, then moved into central midfield, and now plays striker. I think Villa 1-1. I think 1-1 draw. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy with that. I'm not going to lie. Villa away is a game. Villa are a good team. It's not no disrespect, but this is a team we should be beating. Do you know what I'm saying? This is actually a team we should be beating. That being said, they're third at the moment, but even so, we should be beating these. Calafiori almost running into trouble. Hincapié as well. Oh, Jurian Timber, really good. David Raya's kicking's not been the best recently as well. His kicking's been a little bit suspect and putting us under some pressure. That was okay. When he's going short, he's kind of okay. But when he's kicking long, it's not the best. And he normally is very, very good at that. Yeah, we'll talk about the Usyk stuff. Yeah, good shout. I saw your comments as well. And thank you everyone for tuning in to the OnlyFacts podcast. Obviously, had to still get that podcast out. Good pressing from Saka. Can we box them in? We can box them in. Like what I'm seeing from Arsenal. His voice is annoying on commentary. Yeah, man. Do you know what it is? Yeah, he. I know some people like it, some people don't. Maybe I'm being an old man, but I feel like Rio on commentary, he just commentates like a brother watching his brethren play seven-a-side. It feels quite unprofessional at times. Do you know what I'm saying? Marino the best striker right now, bro. Marino's a top striker. Like saying Marino currently looks better than Gyökeres is true, but it doesn't mean that Gyökeres is trash. Like Gyökeres, Gyökeres will give us something different when we need a more traditional nine. But Marino's just very good. Like it started off as a banter thing, like you scored more than Havertz, or you scored more than Jesus, or even like you scored more than Liam Delap. Or like now it's not even banter. Like he's actually just a very good striker and actually just a very good player. Period. Marino players like Marino are exactly why when I used to have arguments with people about Saka and stuff, people like Rance used to say, "What's your outstanding attribute? What is your one outstanding thing? What is the thing you do at a world class level?" And I was just like, bro, I never liked that. I never liked that argument really, or like that position because there's bare players that might not have one particular outstanding attribute that like Marino, who are still very, very good, very, very good players, very, very solid players that, not everyone has that thing that they're like particularly good at. Some players do, and when you do, that's great, but not everyone does. Rio's a sellout who'll never call out this club just to keep Man United paycheck door open. The thing is, like, even when he started doing content, it was like, bro, you're just doing that basic fucking rage bait um content, that do you know what I mean, that basic content, like it's just saying outlandish things for views. Like when professional footballers go into the content space, they think that they're better than everyone because they're ex-pros. But if the content is trashed, and the content normally isn't trashed from a production perspective because they've got the money to buy nice cameras, pay a nice producer, it will look better than what me and Shane are doing. But what insight do you give? What do you mean? Are you providing typically in sports YouTube, man are either providing a good insight into the sport or man are providing banner and like comedy. I don't know which. Odegaard, oh, it's a decent. It's not even a decent shot to be fair. It's gone straight at the keeper, but it's good to see him shooting. It's good to see him back shooting. I do feel like Eze is the competition of Eze will bring out the best of Odegaard. I do feel that. Offside Saka. I don't like him as a midfielder though. I prefer him at nine, but he can depending on the game. Depending on the game, if we're going to play big, aggressive, strong teams like a Newcastle, then yeah, he's not technical. So our more technical midfield is going to be Erdegaard, Eze, Marino, Erdegaard, Eze, Zubamendi, Rice. Those are going to be our more technical midfielders. But if we're playing a certain type of game, like for example a Newcastle where they're going to try and bully us and kick us about, Marino is so important. Even from a mentality perspective, like I said before, Marino doesn't get rattled. You can't rattle Marino. Aston Villa played in behind. Ollie Watkins, big save from huge save from David Raya. And one of our players was down injured, and the Arsenal players are not happy. But Villa under no obligation to kick it out. But let's keep that same energy when one of their players is down injured as well. think Marino's all right. He's nothing special though. As a 9, I think that he's above. I think he's above average as a 9. If he was signed as an out and out 9, remember this is a position he plays part time. If he was signed as an out and out 9, he gets 20-25 goals a season. And I think a lot of people look at that and say, again, you're right. He's average in terms of ability, but he's so effective. He's so effective. Do you know what I'm saying? If he played 9 for 3 or 4 years consistently, he'd be in the 100 goals club. Do you know what I mean? A lot of men don't make it to that club. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that he's very, very good as a 9. I'm not gonna lie. But if you're asking me again, what is he good at? What's the individual thing? He's not that far, not that strong. He's just good. He's just good. And there have been 9s like that back in the day that were just great number 9s that weren't really like. What do you mean? What if he plays number 9 for Arsenal all year? Like I think for us, he got like 9-10 goals last year, and he played number 9 part time. I think he got 9 goals last season. I'll check. I'll check in a second. Villa smelling blood a little bit. That's poor from Eze. He's on 5 this year. He's on 5 so far and 14. Where are we? He's on 3 goals this year in the Prem. And he scored 7 goals last year in the Prem. He scored 7 last year in the Prem, and he didn't play the whole season at 9. I think that he can score between 15 and 20 goals a season if he plays all season, and that's just in the Prem. I think he gets 15-20 goals a year as a striker. Go down the table and name teams he starts for. That's irrelevant because different teams play different styles and might prefer different number 9s. I'm just talking about for Arsenal. If he was a sole number 9, he would get 15-20 goals. Villa have started well. What happened to Saka? Is it injury or just a down year? I think he's not taking risks. Saka. He's playing very, very conservative football. Obviously, they started off with Gyökeres as this 9, so they've prepared to have like a natural 9. Then they've adapted to have Marino. I think Saka sometimes plays good football, but he's very, very safe. I think it's a mixture. I think it's a mixture of injury and being a bit of a down year. But even then, he still plays. He still plays quite well. He's still not a bad player at all, but not hitting the heights of what we're kind of expecting from him. It's a good tackle, Erdegaard. Let's get forward and get on an attack. Ben White looking to overlap. Oh, it's a great strike from Saka. He's so dangerous. If you give this boy time, this is what you can do. He's so dangerous. Oh, he should have probably scored there. It's just Saka getting exposed, to be honest. Exposed in what way? He's been consistently very good for about 6 years. How can you say he's getting exposed? And he just, as you type that, is playing, nearly scored twice. Exposed would suggest that like he's not very good. Do you know what I'm saying? Exposed is like Jack Grealish won the treble and Man City got rid of him a year later. Like you were good, but you were part of a very, very successful team. I wouldn't say Saka's been exposed. So it's great feat from Eze. Marino probably should have done a little bit better there. Arsenal getting more confident now, and this is not a team. Arsenal are not a team you want to allow to get confident. He took a year to get an assist. He was out injured. You know, when you obviously don't follow football, Yash. He did take it. There was a year between 1 assist and 2. Also, that was just in the Premier League. That wasn't including cups. But yeah, that there was a year. But between that year, he was injured and it was the summer. So when you say he took a year to get an assist, you're talking about between November and November. So between November and like February, March, he's injured, and then the season ends in April or May, and then the season comes back in August, and then he gets an assist again in November. So that's like, again, you're obviously someone that looks at social media but doesn't really actually watch football. Oh yeah, one of the trolls from Rance's stream. We're streaming this fight tonight as well. But yeah, it's not. It's like I say, it's not exposed because right now, if Saka went up for sale, there'd be more teams in the world that would take him than not take him. Do you know what I'm saying? So Saka's been bad this season. Do you think he's been bad for his standards or bad point blank period? Because in the summer, if Arsenal wanted to sell Saka, I still feel like the majority of teams in the league take him or would want to take him. Yeah, he's had better years, 100%. But I'm just talking about the stat specifically of he hasn't got an assist for a year, you know. So, you know what I'm saying? He was laughing at Palmer for not scoring for like 3 months at the start of the year. Yeah, because Palmer's a goal scorer. I don't think goal scoring is the best part of Saka's game. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think we ever look at Saka as someone who is meant to be a top goal scorer. Saka's never meant to be the top goal scorer in our team. Do you mean Cole Palmer at the beginning of the season, with a fully fit Chelsea squad, you're probably looking at Palmer to be your top goal scorer for the season. That's just the truth. Yeah, you've signed João Pedro and you signed Liam Debati, man, but do you know what I'm saying? Like you're probably still looking at Cole Palmer overall across the season as being your top goal scorer. For me, Saka's lack of assists is more damning than his lack of goals. Do you know what I'm saying? Man said less of that. He was injured for 4 months. 4 months of those 12 months, he's injured, and 2 or 3 months of those 12 months is the summer when he's not playing football. He's not playing in the Prem. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. That stat is only Prem. That's not other competitions. Do you know what I'm saying? The batty man is nasty work, bro. I don't know what to tell you in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Not at my club. Do you know what I'm saying? We see who my star boy is walking on a red carpet with, innit? Let's see who Liam Delap walks down a red carpet with, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Ball in behind to Watkins. I thought that the keeper might have come for that, and Ollie Watkins has just let that go out. That's poor from Watkins, and he's kicked the ball away as well. No yellow card. Okay, interesting. That was poor from Ollie Watkins. The ball was played in behind. He had a good opportunity to create something and just didn't. That's a booking, isn't it? He kicked the ball away after the whistle. Why is that not a booking? I've only ever seen Arsenal players book for that. I'd rather have him over Yokozuna still. Who, Cole Palmer? I'd rather have him over Gyökeres. I don't think that's controversial. I agree with you. Do you mean if you wanted to swap Cole Palmer for Gyökeres, I'd be on that. Palmer's a good player as well. Like, do you know what I mean? He's good. I think he's just a little bit overrated because he's English, but he is good. There's no doubt he's good. And ultimately with Palmer, he's a goal scorer. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's always going to look. I don't think he's better than Saka, but he's Delap. I wasn't about Delap. Oh no. I don't want any of them man in my club. No. We got too many Christian man in my club for them kind of things. You know what I'm saying? But obviously you man are called the Chelsea Rent Boys, so it is what it is. Wait, I just came into the stream. You will swap Palmer. Who I thought he was talking about Gyökeres. So I was like, obviously I'd swap Palmer for Gyökeres. But he wasn't talking about Gyökeres. He was talking about Delap. I wouldn't swap Delap for Gyökeres. He might do well, innit? He might, like, it depends on what you consider well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, obviously you might have been here since the summer. When we got Gyökeres, I said I would like 15 goals from you. Between 10 and 15 goals is the kind of return I'm looking for. So you have to set when man sign players. I've started this from when we signed Nicola Pepe, and I felt that he did well in his first season. Everyone is telling me he didn't do well, and as the years have gone by, my take that he did well has aged quite well. But so now when we sign players, I like to set out what my expectations are from the very, very beginning. And you man heard me say between 10 and 15 goals, I think is a good return for Gyökeres coming into this Arsenal side. Now, I think it's only fair that we adjust that a little bit because he's now not playing. He got injured, he's now not playing. But let's just keep it at that. Between 10 and 15. Erdegaard, probing, Saka. Can we get the finish? Across the box. Eze, they've gone for the offside flag, but I think he's onside. I thought Saka was onside. Let's have a look at what VAR says. That was a well-worked football. That is what Erdegaard gives us that Eze doesn't. And again, it's not a disrespect to Eze. They're just very different players. Is the onside? Oh, no, I think Saka's off. I do think Saka is off. The one to Eze is on, but I think the Saka one is off. This is why I wouldn't remember when people were saying Erdegaard don't get back into the team, and I said, bro, don't be so sure about that because there are things that Erdegaard gives to this team. Do you know what I'm saying? 15 is so low for the way you were shaking your batty for Arteta and Berta in the summer. I don't know about I was shaking my batty. What's Morgan Rogers doing with Ben White? What's happening? Cruz is fighting at 2 a.m. So like tonight/tomorrow morning. How's that not a yellow card for Morgan Rogers as well? Trying to kick Ben White when he's on the floor. Who's seeing that Morgan Rogers trim? That trim is outrageous. There's no fade on that trim. That is outrageous, bro. West Midlands barbers, hang your heads in shame. All I get on my Instagram feed is flipping adverts for smokehouses in Birmingham and tenderized meat, paws falling off the bus. All I see, oh, look how soft this meat is, blah 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 blah. Bro, you man need some barbers, bro. Because what am I looking at? Who's Erislandi Lara fighting now? I don't know. I actually need to check. Birmingham barbers are terrible, pushbacks and bad fades. Bro, look at Morgan, bro. Morgan Rogers' trim is just unacceptable, bro. He looks like I've never seen a light skinned man with a mullet before, bro. He looks like he's got a mullet, bro. Saka just holds off Watkins. Ref doesn't give a foul. Arsenal play on. Erdegaard barged to the floor. Again, they're trying to get onto Saka. Again, Aston Villa just playing like really aggressive football. That's a great challenge from Erdegaard. If we can handle our emotions here, I think we can pull our, Aston Villa into a battle they don't really want, get them quite riled up. I'm not sure about that one as a foul, but it is what it is. Yeah, Opataya won eighth round stoppage, which really isn't, it's good, but I think people are all expecting 4 or 5 rounds really for that level of opponent. I lived in Bram. I went to uni. It's only them white man that can't cut, but the Turkish and Jamaican brothers can cut. Well, boy, I don't know where Morgan Rogers is going to get his trim, but there's no fade blood. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like I say, bro. It looks like a mullet. Very, very fortunate corner kick they've just got. So he is fighting Zerdo next. Who? Opataya? I doubt it. Benavides looks like he's going to fight Zerdo. And Shane made the point that, Eddie Hearns allowed Zerdo to completely boss the division. Poor corner kick from Aston Villa. Declan Rice cuts it out at the first man. Villa aren't doing too bad, but they are there to be gotten at. They are there to be gotten at. Eze just playing the ball. Eze tends to play the ball a little bit too slow sometimes. And he plays a bit like a street baller with the ball rolls and stuff. And he don't need to do it. It's just totally unnecessary. Eddie has blood in his hands. Both Boots and Opataya only fight bozos. I don't know what's happening with Opataya, and I don't even know if he's with. Shane messaged me saying he's not with Eddie anymore, but I don't know. I don't know. He's still on the website. I don't know where. I didn't. Obviously, Shane's in Mexico. We didn't speak on the phone, but I don't know where he's getting that from. But obviously, the fact that he's meant to be in a matchroom fighter, he should be fighting on DAZN, and the fact that he was fighting on Stan Sports with no global promoter is a bit fugazi. I'm not gonna lie. But I just wonder how much Boots is a bit different, because I feel like Boots in Philly is a star, and Boots is regularly filling out big stadiums, and you know, I don't know if Opataya is, he probably is doing that, but I don't know that he's doing that in Australia. Maybe he is. Maybe he's making loads of money over there, but I don't know. Boots is probably richer than Opataya is. Fighting on Stan Sports is mad, bro. It's not even Stan Sports Global. It's Stan Sports Australia only. Like, bro, what is that? It's a poor pass there from Arsenal. And was Donyell Marlon offside there? Let's assume he wasn't. Matty Cash with the strike. Great block from Calafiori, or from Declan Rice, actually. Same problems with Arsenal as always. The midfield is good, but the final third build-up is just a little bit slow. Just a little bit slow. I definitely think it's a big fish, small pond thing. I definitely think it is. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know how much it's geography. Like Shane made the point. Zerdo lost at 175, moved up coming off a loss, and has beat more world champions than and collected up all the other belts in the time that Jay Opataya was supposed to be the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, imagine if we had Usyk and he only fought in Ukraine. He only fought in Ukraine. Do you know what I'm saying? And then Wardley comes along and just collects up all the other belts. When you get in shape, you're gonna do the boxing thing again or not? I think I will. Seeing Rance fight has made me feel like it might be a must. I'm getting the itch. I was talking to my boy Nicholas about this yesterday. He wants to do some training. We might do some training videos and stuff on the channel. I just don't know how much appetite and views it will get. To be honest, not everything's about views, but I want to go through some actual training stuff, and I'm gonna go and do my license to train fighters as well. So I want to get back into training, like actually training fighters. But that's more of a long term goal for me. I had my license. I had a license before to train fighters, but it's expired because it's from years ago. Oh, crunching tackle from Anana. He got a lot of the ball, to be fair. Even Tillemans with his little beard. I've never seen Tillemans with a little goatee before, blood. What Villa needs some barbers, bro. What's going on? Onana's not crap, but he's not as good as I thought he was going to be. But he's definitely not crap. He's definitely not crap. He's an effective midfielder, but he's limited. I would definitely say that he's very, very limited. Declan Rice dropping into the centre back position to kind of play quarterback. We need to get the ball on the half turn. Eze just gives it away for no reason. Poor. Eze is not having a good game. A lot of people think he's better as a left winger than as a 10. I'm not so convinced about that. I'm not so sure about that. Is Anana better than Agate? Yes, but they're also different positions. Agate to me is a six. He's a defensive midfielder. I don't know that Anana is an out and out six. To me, Anana's more of an eight. And John McGinn's just smashed the ball away when they've given a foul. Is that no free kick? John McGinn's fully just kicked the ball away far when the ref's given a foul. Is that no yellow card? How's that not a yellow card for John McGinn? That's twice. That's twice that they've kicked the ball away. No yellow card. Twice. Yeah, Anana to me is an eight. Anana to me is more of a box to box midfielder. And Agate to me is a six. He literally is just someone that protects the defense. So I don't think they're the same. But if I had to sign a midfielder in Jan, I would definitely sign Anana before I signed Agate. For me, it's not even close. Maybe if we need a six, maybe Agate does a better job than Anana, maybe. But just as a general midfield player with no specific role, I'm signing Anana. I get it though. You support United, in it, so you might have got trauma from signing players called Anana. So you might want to stay away from all Ananas for the foreseeable future. So another good ball into Ollie Watkins. It's good movement as well, and they just knew where he was going to be. Don't let him get that shot away. We didn't let him get the shot away. Good defending. Marino went down, felt like he got hit in the head. The Anana scam, 100%. Only United get scammed like that though, or get scammed as consistently. Everyone gets scammed, but you don't get scammed consistently. Anana's probably better than Mano if we're being real. You know what I'm saying? But United fans don't want to have that conversation. So a lot of fouls here. The ref is letting slide. A lot of fouls. The ref is letting go for Aston Villa here. Zubamendi does really well in a physical battle, which we know is not really his game. Odegaard floats onto the back post. Calafiori. What do you mean hell no? Hell no about what? About Kobe Mano? Kobe Mano is kind of average, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I know you man are talent deficient. You man have talent deficiency. So anyone who looks half decent, obviously you man gas them. But Kobe Mano is not. He's not amazing, bro. At was saying earlier, like what's he good at? What's he out? What's his main thing? What does he do? Kobe Mano ain't even got a position. Your manager and your fans can't even decide what position he is. Don't compare. Anana has done more than Mano has. What do you mean? Don't compare. Onana's been in the Prem for a lot of years, but he balled out at Everton. Onana was like a highly sought after midfielder for at one period of time. Would you have Kobe Mano 80? Would you have him? Does he displace anyone in your current midfield? Matty Cash back post, 1-0 Villa. It's a little bit of luck as well. It's deflected. It's an Arsenal defensive header. The cross comes in, Arsenal defensive header, and then Matty Cash just pops up at the back post. You're a United fan, so obviously you're going to say Mano is good. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a set piece goal by Arsenal. I mean, I don't even. Is that banter? Matty Cash has been. That's the second time he's done that. To be fair, it's the second time he's made that run. The cross comes in, and it's a defensive header from an Arsenal player. I think it's Nkapie. No, it's not even a header. We just let the cross go. The cross just goes through everyone. Raya should do better there still. AT, I'm asking you a question. You're answering something different. Who does Mano displace anybody in your current team? Does Kobe Mano displace anyone in your current midfield? Who does he displace? We've kind of done that to ourselves a little bit there. I'm not going to lie. We've just not really put our foot on the gas. Mano showed levels 24, 25 and got benched. So read above. I can't. All I see is I've always rated Mano. I can't see anything else. Enzo gets benched for most midfielders on this form, to be honest. Mano is better than Enzo. Is Kobe Mano better than Enzo Fernandez? Any day of the week. Wow. And he can't get stuck. Well, you man better buy him then, blood, because he's riding the bench. So that must be a deal there that's worth doing. Yeah, I know Enzo right now is playing shit still, but Villa with the bit between their teeth. John McGinn coming forwards. Good defender from Arsenal though. Villa Park is absolutely bouncing. Absolutely bouncing. Enzo's only a big game player. That's it. But Mano's not very physical though. Mano's not very athletic. When he's athletic, he looks decent. But other times when he's not athletic, he don't look great. Matty Cash of a corner. Good header from Arsenal. Good header clear. This might be a game for Trossard, you know. Yeah, I see. Do you see? Did you not see Ruben Amorim's post game press conference when he asked the journalist what attacking players can I bring on, and the journalist said, "What about Kobe Mano?" And he just started laughing at him. Mano's in that advanced 8 role, would be very good for us. I think he fits our system perfectly. You managed to put in a bid for him then, because like I say, you man could probably get him at a discount price because Man United don't use him. Right, it's talking of going out on loan. How can he be that good and the manager just refuses to use him? Unless there's something personal happening between them, but don't make no sense. Arsenal have had a few opportunities, but really Aston Villa been the more attacking side. I don't know about more attacking, but when they get into the final third, they flick that switch a lot quicker than Arsenal. And Capia getting chased down by Yuri Tillemans. That's not acceptable. Yuri Tillemans is not a very fast or athletic player. He should not be getting chased down by Yuri Tillemans. Yeah, Ahmad, little 25 M's in January, bro. You might as well do that. There's definitely a personal problem. Watch Mano for England or City in the FA Cup final. Yeah, but bro, we're going back a year, bro. I could do that as well. Everyone could do that. Like say, watch Saka in this game 2 years ago. Why would we do that? What does that tell us about now? I agree, he had good games. I remember the goal he scored against Liverpool, and I remember all that. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's that got to do with now? We have to go back a year, but yeah, but we didn't have to go back a year for Saka's last good performance. Do you know what I mean? He's still put in very good performances, even if he's not got assists. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, man, just think about goals and assists. Like, man, don't understand the game of football that they're watching. You know what I mean? It's good play there from Saka, but the shot was very, very poor. It was last season, aka a few months ago. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, he had a good game. He had a good performance a few months ago. All right, cool. Rice was dying, so was Bellingham. Rice was dying because they got him playing two positions, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? To be fair, Rice did die for England, but they in that system with Southgate, they just had Rice as lungs, bro. They just had him running, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not played under Amarim. Yeah, but why has he not played under Amarim? If this is anybody else, you lot wouldn't accept it. If a new manager came in and just wasn't playing Palmer, man, would be like, oh, he can't be that good then. I've heard people say this, especially United fans. If he's that good, why doesn't he play? That's what I've heard. Good ball from Calafiori. Eze. Cross from Rice. Back post. Arsenal played a bit like Anthony Yard this game, man. We just can't sustain attacks. We cannot sustain attacks. We're now just getting into a point of trying to sustain some attacks, wave after wave of attacks. Ben White brought down. There's a shout for a foul, but not given. Declan Rice, that's a great tackle. Go for the strike. He does go for the strike. It's not a good strike. It's a poor strike, and he knows it. That was a good opportunity, though, because he plays Bruno, Cass, Dalot. Dallow's shit as well. That whole midfield is shit. I'm not going to lie. Look at Xerxes, benching for most games. Now he's our best striker. Declan Rice scores those, though, bro. He does. He scores those. Do you know what I'm saying? He does score those, bro. If you give him one or two, he'll score them. Give him one or two chances, he'll score them, blood. Saka, release the ball. Bro, how's that not a yellow card? How's that not a yellow card, bro? We're letting him wrestle man to the floor. What are we doing? The ref has let Villa get away with attempted murder, blood. Calafiori does really well there. It's unfortunate, but Calafiori does do really well. Calafiori's played well today, so far. But now here come Aston Villa again, these big sweeping runs. This is what Arsenal aren't doing. It's Erdegaard defending. I don't want to just keep saying Arsenal were tired because everyone's tired. Everyone plays a lot of football. So I don't know if it's tired or if it's a system thing. but they commit players forward so much when they have the counter attack. And Arsenal's like their wingers, when the midfielder gets the ball, Villa's wingers bomb forward. When our midfielders get the ball, we want it to feet. This is why I feel like we need a Gabriel Martinelli. They are aggressive, but also like just now, if you see when Erdegaard lost the ball, Eze standing behind Erdegaard, wanting the ball to his feet because he wants to get on the. Eze's not got the pace to run past a defender with speed. He wants to beat you with footwork. So he wants the ball to feet so he can drop a step over or do something. Whereas Martinelli's not technical. He's just going to run. And that's what Villa have got currently with their winners. You know what I'm saying? Given the opportunity, they will just run. And they just let John McGinn dance through that midfield. John McGinn just absolutely who was that? Or Morgan Rogers? He's just absolutely danced through Arsenal's defense. Half time, 1-0 down. We should be able to turn this around because as much as they've been good, this has been a very, very good 45 minutes for them, and it's still only 1-0. But I do think that we're going to need Martinelli. If we have Martinelli on, we win this game, in my opinion. Because, like I say, we're just too laboured. Our attack is so slow. We've got more of the ball. I haven't looked at the stats. I imagine we've got more of the ball. So what Aston Villa are doing really well is once they get to our final third or anywhere near our goal, they're going for it. When we get to their goal, we just take our time, nice and slow, controlled, and it's not really. We need either Madueke or Martinelli to come on. I would probably favour Martinelli more, to be honest with you. Martinelli against Matty Cash is a battle that I like, especially with Calafiori pushing up. So I would want Martinelli on the left. And I don't know if maybe Eze drops into the midfield and Zubimendi comes off. That probably won't happen because he loves Zubimendi. He'd probably take off Eze. But I feel like Zubimendi, this is more of a dribbler's game, not a no check on the goal for offside. Nah, he was onside. It was a clear. He was clearly onside. He was definitely onside. What they're doing though, when they're counter attacking and they catch us out of position, as soon as the ball goes into their number 10, without even looking, he's not even looking. The ball's coming into him. He's just sweeping it straight out to the wing because he knows they're gonna have runners. We ain't got runners. When the ball comes into our midfield, man are standing still, wanting it to feet. Because really, Eze is out on the left wing, but he's not really a left winger. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a midfielder, so he wants the ball to his feet like a Kevin De Bruyne or someone like a Özil or something. He don't want to run in behind. That's not his game. So he wants the ball to his feet so he can do a chop or a turn or something like that. But we need man with almost lower IQ football, bro. We just need a legs man like Martinelli, just gonna run, just run. He's just gonna run in behind. That will kill these man. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. We just need a runner. But we ain't got it. Saka wants the ball to feet. He don't want to run. Eze wants the ball to feet. He don't want to run. And we ain't got the runners. That's where we lose it. Let me check Twitter quickly. I want to see that upper tire knockout. But he did piss me off today, bro, because man spent an hour and a half trying to find this bloody fight. Oh, yeah, that overhand left. That last overhand left was serious. The goal was clean. Yeah, the goal was definitely clean. The goal was definitely clean. We can win this game. This is still to me a very winnable game if we make the changes and we go for it. Obviously, if we don't, then we don't win. Do you know what I'm saying? What's insane is Villa is 3 points off the top. Yeah, they've quietly gone about their work for sure. Do you know what I'm saying? But the table, especially in December, the table's going to chop and change. Do you know what I'm saying? It's always going to chop and change like that because it's a marathon, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? Every year, Man City start slow, and every year we say, "Oh, Man City don't look great," and then slowly they just chip away and come back towards the end of the season. So, man, have to just focus on game by game. Do you know what I'm saying? What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at, blood? Bring me Martinelli, bro. That's all I gotta say. Just bring man Martinelli. Do you know what I'm saying? And then let the good times roll, blood. Let it all work out, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But we need the runners in behind, especially when they commit players forwards. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially when they commit players forwards, we need the runners, bro. I think Erdegaard's playing really well. That Arsenal Express is never late. Word to Rants, bro. We'll see. Bro, it's half time. Do you know what I'm saying? It's only half time, and Villa have looked decent, but I feel like we've lost it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of opportunities that we haven't taken. It's not like we're getting bopped right now. Do you know what I'm saying? We've had more possession, more shots. Do you know what I mean? They've given us six. They're lucky to have no yellow cards. Six fouls. We're not even forcing corners. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when I say we're not even forcing corners, like, they've had three corners. They haven't even attacked as much as us. They've had three corners. We're not even gambling. When we get to the final third, we're not gambling. Do you know what I mean? Man should just be getting speculative shots off or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Rant's masterclass would be good today to follow this. Man said follow this, bro. This ain't over yet, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Before Rant's masterclass, we need a Sunderland masterclass. Do you know what I'm saying? Show me that Sunderland masterclass. That's what I need to see. Emery has Arteta's number, to be honest. I don't know about that. As in he has it today, or he has it generally. Because we've mostly, since Arteta's taken over, looking at the stat, we've mostly beat them. So I don't know about Haz's number. Great start to the weekend. You man better be here at full time, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if we come back, it's long. Man sitting there saying great start to the week. It's only half time. It's only half time. Yeah, we lost the title because of them, but I said we have a good record against them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, to say you've got someone's number, that don't mean you beat them once. That means like you beat them consistently on a regular basis. That's what that means. We're live for Rants at about 8:30 for the fight. I want to see Rants knock my man out. I'd love to fight someone like this Well, I didn't even know if I'd get sanctioned to fight someone like Penders. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing some of the Arsenal opportunities that we've created, Villa's defensively done well, but we've created some chances. We've created some chances. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they do. That they definitely do. Emery seems to be able to do that with everyone except Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? All this are delivering at the right time and that. Where was that with Arsenal, bro? Where was that in Baku? Do you know what I'm saying? Where was that in Baku? This fucking guy, man. Emery's a sideman, blood. I swear down. Emery's actually a sideman. I'm not fucking winning nothing with Villa just trying to upset Arsenal. Would you have won any of the last three titles with the same squad but Emery managing? I mean, it's impossible to say, innit? Like, that's not, I can tell you come from Rance's channel because Rance loves a hypothetical, but it's impossible to say. How could man possibly know? Do you know what I'm saying? We may have won more with Emery, like our top six record was not good. Obviously, it's with a different squad, but I don't know. I really don't know. They're very different. There's certain things that Arteta gives the team that Emery just never gave the team. Do you know what I'm saying? Emery's a very good coach, very, very good, very experienced coach. Do you know what I'm saying? But Emery was very, very when he was at Arsenal anyway, he was very rattleable. He was very, very rattleable. He was very easy to figure out, very one-dimensional, and he didn't really tinker or make changes. Do you know what I'm saying? So that being said, it's taken Arteta a long time to make changes in this team. So maybe Emery would have made the changes given if he had more time. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's impossible to say. He won Europa titles after that with a different team, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it just everything you're saying is interesting, but none of it means anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Man can't just say like if Kobe Mano leaves Man United and goes on to win a title, man can't say if Man United kept Kobe Mano, would they have won a title? That's not how football works. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's interesting what you're saying, but it's meaningless. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's irrelevant because right now we've got Arteta, so there's no point sitting there. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no point me beating my gal and then sitting there bunning a spliff and thinking, would the pum pum have been better with my ex? What's the point? Like, where's that conversation going? Do you know what I'm saying? I know what you mean, and I'm saying I disagree. Emery came to Arsenal with 3 Europa League trophies. So when he leaves Arsenal and then goes and wins a Europa, that doesn't necessarily indicate that he's improved. Do you understand what I'm saying? What you're saying don't make sense. Do you know what I mean? You're saying he's improved after he left Arsenal. What do you mean he improved? He won 3 Europa Leagues before he came to Arsenal. Then he left Arsenal. He lost the Europa League final to Chelsea, left Arsenal and won another Europa League. And your assessment is that he improved after he left Arsenal. How does that information make sense? Do you know what I'm saying? Well, how does that make sense? It might have been more of an Arsenal problem than an Emery problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Your manager's so bad, Ahmad. You're fantasizing about him getting punched up. Is this what you're doing? You're fantasizing about him getting what? Why? Why do you want him in a misfits fight? Do you know what I'm saying? Villa leveled up with him? In question mark. What is that's not even a question. Of course they have. Of course they've leveled up. Um, with Emery, 100%. Of course. Like man say, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? At the moment, Villa are 3 points off top. Do you know what I mean? When were Villa ever 3 points off top before Unai Emery was there? Do you know what I mean? So of course they have, but that doesn't necessarily make it transferable to a different team. Do you know what I'm saying? But put a like on the video as well. You want him to fight AJ? You're being ridiculous, bro. I'm about to come with the mad fantasies. If you hate the manager, you hate your manager that much. You want him to fight AJ? But yeah, I don't know if we keep this the same. Honestly, this. Like I said, bro, we're playing football like Anthony Yard boxes, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We're getting to their box and then we're just doing tippy tappy punches, tippy tappy punches, and no killer punch. There is no killer punch. We've got Eze and Saka holding the ball on the edge of the box. And then what? We're not even really finding Marino. Do you know what I mean? We're finding, you know what I'm saying? Like, we most of our shots, we're cutting it to the edge of the box, and it's Rice, maybe it's Erdegaard, Saka on the edge of the box. Do you know what I mean? We might as well sacrifice the 9. We might as well sacrifice the 9. Do you know what I'm saying? Get an extra body in midfield and get Martinelli out wide and sacrifice the 9 because the 9 is not doing anything for us right now. And the passing needs to be a lot better. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if he's going to sub someone now. He typically don't at half. He don't often make halftime subs. Do you know what I mean? But to me, the way the game's going, they're going to get more confidence. It's that it's Unai Emery, in it. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not going to sit on a 1-0. He'll keep pushing, and as they push, do you know what I'm saying? Go and park the bus, take a point. To be honest, if we get a goal, I don't. Yeah, look, Trossard's going to come on. I thought we needed a different left winger, and maybe Gyökeres coming on as well. If we go and get a goal, I don't know why we would possibly park the bus. We're a far better team than Villa. We're a better team, and we have a deeper bench than Villa. So if we score one, especially in the next 10-15 minutes, then we've got half an hour to go. Why would we park the bus? That don't make no sense. Do you know what I'm saying? We could smoke this Villa team. So but taking a point don't really make any sense to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Villa have improved a lot since their bad beginning of the season. 100%, bro. A lot of people just take the beginning of the season to mean nothing. Every single year, so if Villa is relentless, that plays into our hands more. I'm still not taking a point. Do you know what I mean? The more they push on, the more chance we've got to score. We've got a deeper bench, bro. We still got Martinelli we can bring on. Like if we look at Villa's bench, for example, yeah, Mac, I'll get to your comment in a second. Villa have, attacking wise, Emi Buendia, Jadon Sancho, and Donyell Marlon to bring on. We have Martinelli, Madueke, Trossard, Gyökeres, Wanyeri. We're bringing on Trossard and Gyökeres right now. We still have Madueke and Martinelli and possibly Wanyeri to bring on. So if we can go and score, you know what I'm saying? We should definitely push for a winner. Why would we not, bro? This Villa is relentless thing, that might intimidate you, man. Eze and Marino off, and Gyökeres and Trossard on. Those changes make sense to me because Eze wasn't good. What's the issue? This game came late. Mac, do you know what it is? Yeah, we're controlling the ball. We're getting to the edge of their box, and when we get to the edge of their box, same problems we had before. It was the same problems we had before we signed Gyökeres, where we were going sideways, 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 just prodding around the box, prodding, prodding, prodding around the box. And people said, you don't need a 9. You need someone to aim for. And I think that's why Arteta's gone with the 9 now, because we can get to their box, we can maintain the ball, and we can move the defense around. But who do we aim for? And then we're looking at Declan Rice or someone on the edge of the box to get a speculative shot off. What they've done really well, Mac, is their wide runners are running every time. On the counter, they're running. So when the ball hits Tielemans, he's just hitting long diags to the wingers because they're running in behind. So I think Emery got that first half tactically right in how to play against us. But I think that we're now going to make the changes and the decisions with the squad that we've got to go and make the effective changes to be able to go and win this game. And I don't know how Villa got through 45 minutes with no yellow card. I really don't. So I feel like if we can go and get a goal in the next 15-20 minutes. In fact, I want to go in the first 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what I'm saying? If you look at look at how Villa are playing. They've got 2 chasing the ball and everybody else is in their box. They're all camped in their box. And I don't know if they can keep us out for a whole 45 minutes. Cross comes in from Saka, defensive header, and it's an Arsenal corner. And we did not have a single corner for the entirety of the first half. So that's already much better from Saka. Go and put it on these guys. Showing them far too much respect. Go and put it on them. Make it awkward. Make it ugly for them. You can't ask English refs that type of question. It's unacceptable. Bro, 100%. I don't know how they got through. John McGinn and Tielemans whacked the ball away when the foul was given. No yellow cards. Saka, corner comes in. Decent corner. Villa get it away though. Erdegaard, deep cross. That's twice we've put crosses in, and a shot from Trossard is gathered by Martinez. Twice we've put crosses in, and both times Martinez and the defender have clashed and not communicated properly, and we've been able to create an opportunity just because of that. Gyökeres, good feet. Gyökeres still. Can you find the shot? Almost. You've got to do an extra video about Trump and the Marlies. I don't know though, because the thing is, with the extra videos, like I say, Shane wants them to be like big topics that can grow over time. And I don't want stuff that's like stuff that's in the news cycle today, but gonna be gone tomorrow. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would want it to be a little bit bigger, not a bigger topic, because obviously it's a big topic still. Do you know what I'm saying? But in terms of YouTube, what's a big topic and what's not? I don't know, you know. I think the topic would need to just be about more about like how America has fallen blood. Do you know what I'm saying? They might have a full-blown dictator. America is like America think that they're the people that originated Western democracy and they just have a full-blown autocrat dictator. That's more of a conversation. Do you know what I'm saying? America's finished. Some people say America's finished. Was America ever really a thing? Was it ever really? Do you know what I mean? Maybe America never started really, but that's a whole other conversation. Arsenal straight away, like I say, Aston Villa camped inside their box, and Yash was saying, "Just take a point, bro." Man's not taking a point. Man want 3 points here, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Villa are a good team, very very good team on a good run of form. Do you know what I'm saying? But we are a lot better than these, bro. A lot better. Much better ball movement already from Arsenal. AT, I can't lie, they can't hear you, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? I just got a message from Aston Villa saying we can't hear you, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So you shout and scream, come on, Villa, all you want, blood. That's not helping. That's not helping no one. Referee with again another foul from Morgan Rogers. Just holding up Saka's shirt and not allowing him to carry the ball. Erdegaard to Trossard, back post. Oh, very nearly. Very, very nearly. That's what's better about Trossard. That is the difference. You man are gonna scumbag it. It's not a scumbag, bro. We're the better team. I don't think it's the right decision from Villa to sit back this early. I was surprised to see them camped back this early because if Arsenal go and get an equalizer in 15 minutes, then straight away we've got a long time to go and get a winner, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. Watch my baller Trossard score the equalizer. Either you like him or not. I love Trump because he is honest, even when he is stupid and don't realize that. I'm not gonna lie. If I start talking to you about Trump not being honest, we're gonna be here for many, many, many hours. I respectfully disagree with the assessment that he's honest. First of all, the man's been married 3 times and cheated on every single wife he's ever been with. That is dishonest behavior. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that Donald Trump does what Boris Johnson used to do, where they're very intelligent and they pretend to be silly so that when they lie, they can say it wasn't really a lie, it was just a mistake. Saka, drive that ball forwards. He offloads it to Erdegaard. Saka on the overlap. Still Saka. Across the box. Trossard. Oh, it was Trossard. What did Max say? What did Max say? What did Max say? I told you. Don't let us equalize in the first 10 minutes. Where's that you? Where's that you that said take a point? Park the bus and take a point. To be honest, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Park the bus and take a park. This is Man United fans. This is Man United fans right here. This is them. This is Man United fans right here. This is Man United fans. Amad Diallo. These are your fans. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Man said at half time, man told Arsenal, park the bus and take a point. Have you not been watching football for the last 3 years? Have you not been watching football, bro? Have you been playing with Polly Pockets and stuff? What have you been doing with your spare time, blood? You must not have been watching football. Granted, I get you. If man think Arsenal's going to bottle the league and Aston Villa, all of that is fine. All of that is totally fine. But man saying at half time, park the bus and take a point. What are you talking about, bro? What's happening here? Come on, man. And Amad Diallo did say it. Amad Diallo did say it. This is why at halftime, man are asking me, would Arsenal have won big trophies if Arteta, if Emery stayed? And I was like, bro, what are we what are we doing here, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? What are we doing? Like Emery's 1-0 up at halftime. He did well. But man, just overblowing this whole like what? Do you know what I'm saying? This guy's very flawed. Like, do you know what I mean? Even Amad Diallo said it. Amad Diallo said it, bro. I don't know about parking the bus this early, bro. From half time, bro. Big man, listen. Arsenal might not win the league, Arsenal bottlers, whatever. But just from a technical perspective, you can't park the bus against Arsenal for 45 minutes, bro. If you got 15 minutes, maybe. If you got 10, 15 minutes, maybe. Do you know what I'm saying? But for 45 minutes, you can't. It's unlikely you're gonna be able to keep them out for 45 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? And now look at the game. Now look at how open the game is. This is where I want Martinelli last 10, 15 minutes. Or even if we have to sacrifice Saka and bring on Martinelli. Look how open the game is now. Trossard for Ballon d'Or, you know. This guy, Matt always running the Trossard narrative, bro. Only Chelsea managed it. Yeah, and Chelsea had 10 men, though. Do you know what I'm saying? That made more sense. Chelsea had 10. The Emery revision is nasty. The guy is mid. Let's keep it real. This is what I'm saying. Man saying, if Emery stayed, you know, did Emery improve after Arsenal? How could Emery have improved after Arsenal? Because why? Because he won a Europa League. He won 3 before Arsenal. Now they start playing. Bro, I'm telling you, if they're gonna play like this, they might even score again. But bring me Gabby, man. Bring me Martinelli. Taking Emery over Arteta is fine. Emery's won way more trophies than Arteta. That's fine. That's a perfectly fine. If you got rid of your manager, if you got rid of Maresca and you wanted Emery, that's fine. I'm not saying you're dumb or I'm not saying Arteta's better. That's fine. But the guy's comment of did Emery improve after Arsenal as a manager? No. He said, did Emery improve after Arsenal because he won a Europa? But he won 3 before Arsenal. So how does that make sense? That's like saying, did Messi improve after he left Barca? Did he improve? Because he won a World Cup. It's a great ball from Villa. That's a terrible cross from Matty Cash. Look, hey Mac, look how much they're attacking with Matty Cash. If we bring on Martinelli, bro, 10 minutes more and then give me Martinelli, bro. If man want to take Emery over Arteta, that's fine. I hear it. He's a more experienced manager. He's managed at the top level for longer. All that kind of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. I agree with you. So when my man says, he improved, he got better after. How's that an improvement? How is 1 Europa better than 3 back-to-back-to-back Europas? What are we talking about? Yes, bro. I'm putting Trossard on the right and Gabby on the left. 100%. That's what I'm doing. Either or put Gabby on the right, bro, and take off Saka. It don't matter. Emery was the reason I got bantered last day of primary school. No, I hear you. What you're saying is fine, but I just if Arsenal were trying to win the league, which I believe that they are, do you know what I'm saying? Then that's not the mentality to have. That's not the right way to view football. Do you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't even have that mentality at Man City or Liverpool, let alone at Aston Villa. Fine, they've got good home form. That's fine. Do you know what I'm saying? But look how open it is now. And we still have the same problem, by the way. We still have the same problem. We don't, if we win the ball here when Aston Villa are attacking, who do we hit the ball to? We don't have any runners. We still need Martinelli. Saka's not running. Saka technically is good and he's very tidy, but he's not running. He's obviously still got an injury. So we need Madueke or Martinelli on that side so that when we win the ball, when Erdegaard or Declan Rice win the ball back, who are they aiming for? They need someone to aim for, and they need someone to aim for quickly. Or Zubamendi wins the ball. He needs someone to aim for quickly. Matty Cash trying another cross. Look how slow Saka is to defend. We need Madueke or Martinelli here, and for me, it's Martinelli. Look at Saka, slow defending, just trudging around the pitch, whether he's attacking or defending, slow, 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 slow. Just walking, 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 walking. We've got to get someone with some legs on. I don't know why I'll go onto my Wi-Fi, but we've got to get someone with some legs on here. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I watched Unai Emery. He's a good manager. Don't get me wrong. If you give him time and resources, he can win. He can win trophies. Do you know what I mean? No disrespect to Emery. He's a very good manager. Do you know what I'm saying? But let's not pretend like he's not something. He's something that he's not. Do you know what I'm saying? We've seen Emery bottle things. We've seen Emery bottle things before. This is the other thing with Emery. Aston Villa is perfect for Emery. Aston Villa's perfect. Emery's far better when he's not the man with the expectation. Do you know what I'm saying? He's better being the B side, bruv. He's Dave Allen, blood. He's good at being the B side. He don't want to be the A side. That's not his thing. He can't be the A side. Do you know what I'm saying? He bugs out when he's the A side, bro. When he's expected to win, he'll bug out. But this like slightly like mid-sized club, like Villa, good-sized club, but like it's kind of upsetting the party for the big boys. That's what he's on. That's what he loves. This is why I like Pep. Even when he's 5-0 up, he's still attacking. Yeah, he Saka against Ian Martson. The liner has absolutely bottled that decision. He has bottled that decision. Of course, he likes the underdog story, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? He loves all that, bruv. He's Coach Carter, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That's who Unai Emery is, bro. He's Coach Carter. And if you remember that movie, they didn't win the championship at the end of the season, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Ty Crane dunked on them, man. So that's what it is. Couple little fouls there from Arsenal. Man don't watch football, bro. I've actually deeped it. Man actually don't watch football. All man talk about, man do what's Harry Potter's cousin? Dudley blood. All man do is Dudley. Do you know what I'm saying? Last year, blood, man. Who's talking about last year? We're talking about this year. We're talking about now. Man, fucking living in last year. But do you remember last year? Fuck last year. It's nearly New Year's, bro. It's nearly 2026. Man, I'm talking about what happened in 2024. Come on, bro. Man, I'm not internet ready, bro. Watch football. Donyell Marlin's coming on. Who's going to be coming off? We're gonna need Martinelli on. I'm so sure of it. We Arsenal giving the ball away really cheaply. It's a good tackle. Good tackle. There's Boubacar Camara. We're lucky that's not Watkins. You know, we make that mistake in front of one of their attackers. It's long. Erdegaard's played well today, but Erdegaard, I'm gonna need you, bro. I'm gonna need you. Ben White overlapping, back post. Oh, Trossard was there. If Trossard gets the winner, Mac is gonna go insane. Oh, and Trossard's giving it away. Now here come Villa. No silly fouls. This has turned into a great game second half. Ollie Watkins, saved by Raya. Bro, we don't have the legs, Mac. We need Martinelli, bro. We need Martinelli. I'm telling you. We need the legs of Martinelli. Forwards and backwards, bro. Yeah, Watkins has been kind of meaty today still. I don't want to say that and then he goes and scores, but he's had the opportunities to be a goal scorer. He's had a number of opportunities. Yeah, cuss him again. Cuss him again, blood. Martinelli is the reason, yeah. Players like him are the reason that people moan about football and like how it's all athletics and stuff. And it's true. It's not as technical as it once was. That's a great ball. Oh, that was a great ball from Erdegaard. It's just offside. Man complain. I hear you. That's true, yeah. He can have a shit game and score like Bruno does. And Saka does have shit games and then score or assist, yeah. However, right now, Aston Villa is still attacking. If Aston Villa were just sitting deep in their box, that then I would feel differently. But they're not. Do you know what I'm saying? They're still attacking, and what we need with our wingers is the defensive legs as well. And I think Martinelli is our best player for that because he will drop back and he will push forwards. Donyell Marlin's now on. Who came off? Watkins came off. Yeah, Watkins had a stinker and hooked. I'm so sure Martinelli's the player that we need. Obviously, he's come back from injury, so I don't know what his fitness is saying, but Ben White does well. Ben White's played well today. This has turned into a game still. Yeah, facts. Or Odegaard. Oh, why does he not release Trossard there? Why does he not release Trossard? It's good feet from Saka. Create that little gap. It's techie, man. Them. It's techie. I want Arsenal, man. Saka, little 1-2 with Gyökeres, but or with Erdegaard, but he was not running. The Saka's whole problem is he's not running, bro. This is why I'm saying it's injury, because from on a technical basis, Saka could do things. When he's got the ball at his feet, he can still drop the shoulder, he can still create, he can still do things. But he is the legs that he's just not running. Declan Rice goes for a fantastic one. A Declan Rice screamer, blood. Imagine a Declan Rice screamer. Rice thought he was Van Persie. Rice thought he was anyone other than Declan Rice, but Gabriel Martinelli getting warmed up. Gabriel Martinelli getting warmed up. That's what I'm talking about, man. Because Martinelli, oh, Timber, that is a bug touch. And now we're under pressure from Donyell Marlon. Good tackle from Timber. Saka almost cuts inside on the left still. So I'm saying, technically, this is why I think it's injury. Because technically, he's still doing stuff. He can still drop the shoulder. He can still make the pass. He can still hit the cross. The technical stuff is there, but the legs are not. And ultimately, we need legs for the sake of like defensive. Their fullbacks will not be able to push up as much and add as much to the attack with Martinelli on the pitch, because they know Martinelli's a danger. Right now, they know Saka's not really a danger. Do you know what I'm saying? Van Persie would score that. You need to watch more football instead of YouTube, bro. Van Persie scored a few of those, but he missed plenty as well. So, do you know what I'm saying? And Van Persie's not here. So, again, you man are doing Dudley again. Like I said, last year, bro, man, just talking about last year, bro. Oh, Erdegaard, Martin Erdegaard out of nowhere. This don't look like Arsenal. I swear we are more possessive. Yeah, but teams, because we're playing Aston Villa, my bro. Aston Villa are second in the table right now. So they're not that they're not scared of us, but they're playing to win. We know we can have possession against, if you go through the table, yeah. If we go through the table now, everybody from like Everton down will just camp and take a point. Do you know what I'm saying? But they're not playing for anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Declan Rice back post, Calafiori across the box, Saka. Oh, it's a good strike, but the box is just congested with bodies. It was actually a very good strike. Oh. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. But right now, if they're going to come out and play, we might need Martinelli. Camera, that was going. It was actually a really good strike from Saka. I wonder, maybe do you try and go top corner there instead of bottom corner? We got a lot of players warming up though. Wanyeri's warming up. Madueke's warming up. Martinelli's warming up. 100%. Because we're better off having him play at 100% fitness, but obviously it's a bit through December. It's a busy period, so beggars can't be choosers. But Erdegaard. Oh, Arsenal probing at the back post. Calafiori gets a yellow card. That actually means, I believe, he's going to miss the next game. I think he's on a ban now. And it was a yellow card. It is a yellow card offence. There's no arguing that. However, I do think, yeah, he misses the next match now. However, I do think that Aston Villa have done a similar thing to us several times and got away with no yellow cards. So where's the consistency? He misses an easy game. I hear you, but we're light on defenders. Do you know what I'm saying? So I have to be Lewis Skelly to come in. Saliba, Gabriel, Mosquera all injured, so we just can't really be doing. Villa lucky not to get a red card. This is what I'm saying, bro, or at least a couple, like a build up of yellows. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's been anything that's like straight red like Caicedo, but there's been like definitely like successive build up of yellows that should have been, and these men are on 0 yellows, bro. Even that one there. Like, as we're saying it, there's another foul. Sancho, the dealer, is on, blood. Sancho on. Yo, I'm not gonna say a word. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you man comment. Yeah, because I can't, like, bro. I don't want to jinx the Sancho thing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Sancho probably features in that Diddy documentary more than he features for Villa, blood. You know, like that. Sanch Nations banner. I ain't saying nothing, blood. I ain't saying no. Nah, Sancho's a great player. He's a very talented player, very focused. Bags of potential, still great future ahead of him, all that kind of stuff, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't need to score right now. Just take time, you know. Good tackle. Is that a foul? Saka's gonna get a yellow card. I thought that was a tackle, blood. I'm not gonna lie. That's a tackle. That's a clean tackle. Look at that tackle. That's a clean tackle, bro. Of course he wants to punch. He got a yellow, bro. We're now on 2 yellow cards. We're now on 2 yellow cards, and Villa have no yellows. Yellows, how? And that's a clean tackle. Come on, bro. Even Yash knows, and Yash is a United fan. Even Yash knows this is nasty work from the ref. Anana and McGinn off. So some of their more battler players are off, and then Bogard and Sancho on. Probably more ball carriers, more natural goal threat, you'd imagine. I saw a lot of Arsenal attackers warming up. Arteta just giving this team a little bit of time to do something. Emi Martinez trying to get Saka a red card here, bro. Bro. These men are not serious. Saka's either going to score the winner or get sent off. There's no equality in this team, blood. That's a Tottenham thing, isn't it? That's a Richarlison thing. Is Emmy going to not get a yellow card for time wasting? He's taking his time. And Capier does well in the air. Oh, Donyell Marlon. This is who they took off their best striker for. They took off their striker for this. Mm. Mm. Saka stinker and hooked, you know. He needs a rest for real. Man, I don't really see Saka get angry like that, so I don't mind it every now and again. Yeah, Marlon's good still, but he that shot was poor. I think Martinelli was the change, you know. I'm not gonna lie. I think it should have been Martinelli over Madueke. I'll be real. Yeah, man. Maybe Madueke proves me wrong. I think it should have been Martinelli. I think this game's got Martinelli written all over it. And this season, Martinelli's been coming off the bench and scoring goals for us on a regular. Madueke, he can get the ball and drive at his man and put him on the back foot, but we know that his final product is not great. Martinelli's more instinctive. He's not a great finisher if he's given time, but he can pull finishes out when you're not expecting it. Hincapie's starting to die. Hincapie's been good today, but he's made 2 or 3 mistakes successively now. This inverting thing with Calafiori, there's a time and a place for it, but right now, just hold your position because Hincapie is getting lost, being left to defend on his own. Gyökeres is just going down too easy, man. Come on, what are we doing? I thought he should have bought Martinelli on over Trossard as well, but once Trossard scored, I was like, fuck it then. Oh, caught life again, Arsenal. It's a slide tackle from Timber, and it just rolls across the face of the goal. Unai Emery has got to feel like he's done everything that he can. Of course, bro. The last couple of big chances have been Aston Villa's, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Rice. There's no way we're doing little flicks on the edge of the box right now, right? There's no way. We can't get a hold of the ball. And when we do, the decisions that we make are very, very strange. But we can't maintain the ball. This is what we lose without Saka. I'm not taking the piss. I'm not saying he played really well, but this is without Saka, without Marino. This is a lot of this is what we lose. We lose the ability to control the game. By the way, Kay, come on. Run, run, run. This is techie, man. I'm not even talking that much. My bad, bro. I'm just fucking 6 minutes left plus whatever added time. Skelly coming on as well. Oh, bro. It's a corner. Yes, Martinelli's coming on. Martinelli's coming on. Skelly's a bit of a risk defensively. It's true. But not so much offensively. Bro, you were celebrating Cole Palmer being in the starting 11, blood. What are you talking about, blood? Your game hadn't even kicked off yet. You're emotional for no reason. What are you talking about? We didn't forget that. Villa no cards is baffling. Bro, it's what I'm saying, bro. It's what I'm telling you. It's earlier, bro. Go back in the chat, bro. You started posting Palmer's in the starting 11. Palmer's in the starting 11. I saw that, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't think you can. I mean, Emi Buendia and Lindelof coming on. So they're taking cash off. So that could be Lindelof for cash potentially. Nah, you got gas, blood. I'm running the narrative, blood. You got gassed. They're gonna look to sit, soak up pressure, and then they're gonna look to hit it long for the runners. They're gonna look for Donya Armada long. I only know because I looked at their starting 11s earlier and I saw him on the bench. I was like, oh, okay. He can play right back, but can he play right back well, blood? You know, like that. But Villa are doing the attacking right now. Tillemans with the shot. Boys, there's no way we've let him bring that ball down. There's no way we have let him bring that ball down. Come on. Every touch they give it, it's shoulder to shoulder, bro. Shoulder to shoulder with Martinelli, and the ref's giving a foul. Bruv. Come on, man. Ref, we know what you are. We know what you are, bro. Check this ref's bank account, someone. I can't believe what I'm seeing from this ref. Love that from Ben White. Ben White again. He's in the wars. Whose foul is that? Yuri Tillemans looks bare Moroccan with that little goatee he's got, blood. And no yellow card for that one either. Okay. Four minutes of added time. Come on. We can do this, boys. I think Rance is fighting 9:30. I'm gonna try go live at 8:30 and watch some of the card, but it's the influencer thing in it, so I don't know in it. It's not official. I couldn't even find like the card. I just spoke to him on WhatsApp, and I didn't really want to interrupt him because I know he's preparing for a fight. But yeah, about 9:30, I reckon. Long throw from Calafiori. Straight for a goal kick. By the way, he's not really done much since he's come on, but they haven't really given him the opportunity to do much. Here he goes now with a run, but that's stopped. Come on, boys. We've got a couple more attacks. We're into 92. This is a very, very good result for Villa, to be fair. Villa will take a draw. They probably should have won the way that it's been, the way the game's gone, but Rice across the 18-yard box. Madueke back post. Oh, he's put it wide. It's a very, very tight angle, to be fair. Very, very tight angle. We know that final end product is the worst part of his game. Yeah, check where Peter Banks is from, blood. I swear down. Anyhow, he's from the Midlands. This is ridiculous. Ah, Hincapié. Erdegaard with the tackle. What is our defense doing? What is our defense doing, bro? What are we doing, bro? That's all come from Hincapié. That is all come from Hincapié. Just a lack of composure. He had the opportunity to easily dribble it out and get it clear, and he doesn't. And we just keep the pressure. Bro, either team was going to collapse, bro. Whichever team put more pressure on the other team, you could see both teams look shaky and someone was going to collapse, bro. You could clearly see that someone was going to collapse. And it had to be us because they just put more pressure on us, more relentless, more relentless, more relentless, more relentless, more relentless. Do you know what I'm saying? Man said, "Y'all, huge victory for Emery, 3 points behind Mikel." Yeah, bro. Get it clear. Get it clear. Get it. I was watching it again. Get it clear. Get it clear. Get it clear. We're just missing tackle after tackle after tackle after tackle after tackle. And we let this shit fucking ugly Argentinian pussy old midget score a goal against us, bruv. You fucking rat, bruv. Literally the last kick of the game as well, you know. Man said Sancellini like he's involved, bruv. Fuck off, bruv. He's not even involved, bruv. He's not even involved, bruv. Heavily rotated defense, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The defense was so shaky, and it didn't even need to be that, bruv. It didn't need to be that, bruv. It didn't need to be that. That's the worst thing. It didn't need to be that. Timber wasn't playing right back, he was playing centre back. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But the opportunity to win the game was there, bro. The opportunity to win the game was there. Do you know what I'm saying? The opportunity to win the game was there, bro. Man didn't need to play that style of game. Do you know what I'm saying? Sancho hugging up Arteta and trying to get a contract. Fuck off, blood. That is just outrageous, bro. The very, very last kick of the game. Very, very last kick of the game. These fucking pussies. And they're not winning the trophy either, bro. They're just celebrating for no reason. Fuck Birmingham and Aston Villa in that blood. Do you know what I'm saying? I wish Maccabi Tel Aviv put these men in a spliff, blood. These fucking anti-Semites, blood. I swear down. I'm fuming, bro. I'm actually fuming, bro. I'm actually fuming, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Shout out Maccabi Tel Aviv and that, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? We just ain't got the mentality. Bro, my man, that Hincapié just killed us, bro. Hincapié absolutely killed us. He was dribbling it out. He won the tackle well, and then he's just ran it with a heavy touch, panicking Skywalker for no reason. He's just run it out for a throw in, and then they've just put the pressure on us, bro. Yard, bro, fuck Yard, man, bro. He just chats shit, bro. He just shouts to go viral every week, bro. I don't know what he's fucking talking about, blood. I can't. Yardman can't do 5 kick-ups, bro. He's just sitting there chatting shit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? No time for bottling blood. We move, blood. We go again, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, the mighty Sunderland, bro. The thing is, I can't even see Sunderland doing anything for us, blood. Sunderland are gonna get smacked, blood. Sunderland are gonna get smashed. That's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not even on the banter thing. Sunderland ain't doing nothing. Sunderland are not doing a damn thing, blood. They're gonna get smashed. Do you know what I'm saying? And that is what it is. And Jai Opataya is a bum because I got up early this morning to do the stream and couldn't fucking find this fight anywhere. City are coming the past hunting the Arsenal. City always do this, bro. City always do this. Nick was victory lapping a few weeks ago. I don't know about victory lapping. Got smoked by Villa. I don't know about victory lapping. I don't know about smoked. Do you know what I mean? They beat us at the last kick of the game. That's not smoked. Smoked is like 3-4-5-0, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Villa deserved it, but not smoked. Do you know what I'm saying? Come on, don't do that. You're making, you know what I mean, lot of bands look like lot of 20s blood, because that's not smoked. Do you know what I mean? And of course the group chat starts going off straight away. How was our victory lapping? They dominated large spells. They did dominate large spells, but now they were cooking us. It could have been 5, bro. It should have been 5 yellow cards, blood. Never mind five goals, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? These men are shameless, bro. They're criminals and are anti-Semitic, innit? That's what it is now. Aston Villa are anti-Semitic. I don't. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't tolerate. I don't tolerate anti-Semites, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So they should be out of the league. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. That's what it is, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Fair play to Nick. You don't run from the smoke. Of course, bro. Whoa. When Man United were losing, them man weren't doing streams, bro. Yeah, Joe Pataya obviously fought in Australia, so it's literally the opposite time. So I was gonna go live at 10:30, but his fight for some reason weren't on DAZN. His fight was on Stan Sports, who I've never heard of, exclusively in Australia. So I couldn't. I got up, put the camera on, and could not, for the life of me, um, find the fight. Andrew Green, stay here. Don't go nowhere. Don't go anywhere. Andrew Green. We have been Andrew Green. For anyone that don't watch the channel, Andrew Green lives in Jamaica. When the Hurricane Melissa hit, Andrew, we have been looking for you for weeks. We've been worried about you. We've mentioned you on the show when we did a little shout out and a little fundraiser thing on the show. We've been looking for you and double checking that you were all right for weeks. And man ain't checked in with the channel. Man ain't said hello. Man ain't said nothing. And this is when you choose to pop up. This is when you choose to pop up, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You probably ain't even had Wi-Fi for months, blood. And this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Look, Andrew Green back from the dead and that, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Man did the Undertaker. Man did the... That's Andrew Green, you know. I swear, bro, Andrew Green was lying under rubble. He was lying under rubble in Jamaica. He ain't even got Wi-Fi, bro. He didn't even watch this game live. He's sitting there with dominoes on the table and a fucking radio in the background, blood, half asleep under rubble, blood. And as soon as he hears Emi Buendia, man, just sat up like the Undertaker, blood. You man are shameless, bro. You man are shameless. I can't believe this, bro. Everyone gathering together to celebrate Arsenal's loss, blood. Is this what man are on? Say no more, bro. It's good to hear from you still. Rance is fighting later. We're going to be live for that. What do I say? The game is winnable, bro. It was winnable. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my frustration. It was winnable. You were shameless still. I was being objective with the draw. Fair enough. But I said we're gonna equalize in the first 5-10 minutes, and then we can put it on them. We equalized in the first 5-10 minutes. We did not put it on them. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the difference. We equalized, and then they put it back on us again. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we played this game like Anthony Yard, bro. Tippy tappy punches, and when man hit you with a haymaker, man thought that like it was gonna do something. We've hit every time Anthony Yard hits Benavides with a power punch. Benavides just steps straight into him and puts it back on him again, bro. And that's what they did. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But I'm gonna go and eat some food. I'm gonna be back on a little bit later for the Rants fight. Bro, I don't even know what to say about that, bro. I'm gonna watch the 3 o'clock kickoffs. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody loses, bro. I hope whatever bad can happen in Mandem's day. I hope. Do you know what I mean? I hope man's light bulbs go out. I hope man's batteries die in their what's it called, remote controls. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope the spark plug goes in Mandem's chargers. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope the girl you're messaging stops replying and starts posting stories of her at the club tonight. I hope all of that, blood. I hope all of that, bro. Do you know what I mean? I hope every minor inconvenience on everyone, bro. On everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Big man thing. That's what I'm on, bro. Do you know what I mean? I hope when you go to shower and brush your teeth, I hope the hot water's not running. I hope all of that, blood. All of that. That's how I feel. I'll see you, man, at 8:30 for the Rants fight. Peace.